Seniors, listen up. This our last 24 minutes on this field.
Yeah.
Regular season home game.
Let's go.
Come on now. Play like you get the win. Let's lead, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Grizzlies, what we gonna do? Grizzlies, what we gonna do? All time. 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
For the longest-running high school football show in Virginia, the tradition continues. Friday Night Flights starts now.
Bad weather has wreaked havoc on this year's high school football season since it started. But it takes a lot to keep the fans out of the stands at Hampton Roads, especially when a district title is on the line, as it was tonight. And that's where we begin on Friday Night Flights. Hi, everyone. I'm Bruce Rader. Welcome to Friday Night Flights, and we begin in Chesapeake, where Oscar Smith put its 44-game district winning streak on the line, traveling to unbeaten Grassfield. Oscar Smith's star tailback, J.C. Coleman, did not play tonight. He is still nursing a bad ankle. Grassfield coach Martin Asprey and his team down 7-0 at halftime, while across the field, Richard Morgan and Oscar Smith looking for more points in that second half. And the Tigers got the offense in gear. J.J. Williamson hits Zach Jones on the bubble screen. Jones does a nice job of following his blockers. A big gain for the Tigers. However, the drive would stall on an interception. On the next possession, though, for Oscar Smith, it ends like this. Williamson back to Jones, and this time it's for 7. Jones goes up, grabs the ball out of the air, 14-0 Oscar Smith. Fourth quarter, Grassfield would score to make it a 7-point game. Oscar Smith trying to run out the clock, but facing third and long, air it out. Williamson to Saquon Gooding, touchdown, and Oscar Smith goes up 21-7 with under 3 minutes to play. But in the final minute, Grassfield would score on a 1-yard plunge by quarterback Blake LaRussa. So with 28 seconds left in the game, Grassfield tries for the onside kick and one more chance at victory, but it's recovered by Oscar Smith. And the state's number 2 ranked team goes on to win 21-14. They get their 45th consecutive Southeastern District win and at least a share of an 8th straight district championship. Now let's go to the beach. Ocean Lakes, where the Dolphins were in a 20-0 hole to start the third quarter. Corwin Butler with the laser to Eli Harrell, the future Virginia Cavalier, puts Ocean Lake on the board, but Lansdowne still up 20-7. Ocean Lake's trying to catch up in the fourth quarter. Butler to Andre Dessenberg, who will score. Ocean Lakes cuts the Lansdowne leads to 6. Ocean Lake's players trying to rev up the crowd. Clock ticking down. Butler sends up the prayer at the end. Will it tie it? No. Lansdowne makes the interception, and that'll do it. The Dolphins on the hook. That tough Lansdowne defense comes through again and denies Ocean Lakes a Beach District title. To Todd Stadium, where Woodside, coming off that big victory over Phoebus last week, not showing any signs of slowing down, taking a 29-0 lead over Denby at halftime. The high-powered Woodside offense on a roll. Tyrus Walker, 50 yards to set up this easy 10-yard run, untouched by Jaquan Lassiter. Woodside up by 36 points, and they weren't finished. They've got that strong kicking game. Woodside's Chris Moeller splits the uprights for the 3 points. 110 yards rushing for Drayton Murphy on only 4 carries as Woodside stays undefeated. 39-0. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. And look who's joining me on Friday Night Flights, the one and only Don Slater. And Don, it seems like it rains every time you do this show.
Yeah, but that's
what is up with that?
Well, I think the thing that goes on is the fact that you saved me for the end, toward the end of the football season, when it is a little bit rainier out there. Well, we got it tonight. We certainly got the rainfall throughout the area. And thanks for having me, Bruce. Chopper 10 was gassed up. And we stopped by a couple of big games, including that game of the night in Chesapeake between Oscar Smith and Grassfield. Now, the thing about it was rain everywhere, drizzle everywhere, but somehow a lot of people came out for this game at Grassfield. Beautiful, beautiful crowd out there, but on a not-so-beautiful evening.
Surprisingly, the bleachers were pretty well filled on such a nasty night. And just as surprising was the warm welcome we got.
Wow, we got almost as big a cheer as a touchdown. That's great.
Especially on a night like tonight with the rain. They're cheering me. I don't know about that.
Dressing for the weather was important tonight, even if your hoodie made you look like a little munchkin.
Hi!
There's a person under there somewhere.
The cheerleaders loosened their hoodies long enough to help me throw footballs to the crowd, but I didn't want to throw a football to this sports fan.
This little person is in a surprisingly good mood for being out in this.
Because she's watching her uncle play football.
Oh, you are? What's your name?
Michaela.
Hi, Michaela. Bright blue eyes. How old are you?
She's 5 months.
Oh, I'm 5 months. Oh, look, she can talk. You're cute.
Say thank you. Say thank you.
Yeah. You having fun? I guess so. Okay.
But not everybody was dressed so appropriately for the weather.
Are you cold?
Yes!
Do you go out here in a couple of minutes to do your dance?
Yes!
I tried to help the dance team with their routine, but they seemed to do just fine without me. Hopefully they got the coach back on, though, quickly after their halftime show.
All right, Don, no more dancing. Back to the beach.
So.
Salem in white against Tallwood. Sun Devils quarterback Bucky Hodges with the bomb to Darius Frederick. He'll turn on the Jets, put Salem on top 7-0. Salem's dangerous. Second quarter with the quick handoff. That takes out the photographer, but Devontae Walker, there he is. He's going to take it all the way down the field for the score. 14-0 Sun Devils. Still, though, they weren't done in the second. Look at Hodges. What a bright future for this young man. He's going to hit Kwame Bowers in the end zone as Salem, third in the Eastern Region Division 6 power rankings, beats Tallwood tonight. They can win the Beach District with a win next week over Princess Anne. On the Beach District scoreboard, First Colonial shuts out Princess Anne tonight. Green Run with a big win over Kellam. And now to Darling Stadium, where Hampton and Kecoughtan would battle it out tonight. And you know, Hampton's defense, they are always so good, and they would be superb tonight as well. Kecoughtan's Nick Carrera is back to pass. He would underthrow his receiver, and the Crabbers' Dion Newsom is going to take it and score all the way downfield on the pick six. 43 yards on the interception. Hampton takes a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. The Crabbers with the ball on the move. Dallas Cogdell takes the pitch out. Cuts back up the middle for this nice long run down inside the 5-yard line. That would set up this 4-yard touchdown run by Dion Newsom. What a great effort, making two tacklers miss him in the backfield, driving the ball into the end zone for the touchdown. Hampton would go on to win 14-0. Still to come on Friday Night Flights. The rest of the scores from all over the area and a full report from the Eastern District. All of that coming up next.
Now go away! Cruising down, we'll be right back with more Friday Night Lights!
It's the Marching Grizzlies of Grassfield High School under the direction of Zach Rooksby and Kate Holm. Time to check in with action from the Eastern District.
Lake Taylor from Norfolk, always a contender to win the district title. This year, no exception.
You're right, Don. Coach Hank Sawyer always has his Titans coached up. Tonight they were on the road against Churchland. We're going to pick it up in the second quarter. Lake Taylor already leading 7-0, and the Titans add to the lead on this big play. Sophomore quarterback Delman Williams. It's pulled down by Jakail Pickney, 60-plus yards on that touchdown. 14-0 Titans. On the ensuing kickoff, Churchland's going to try a little trickery on the return. The truckers swarm together. Which way is he going to go? It really doesn't matter. That Lake Taylor special teams not biting on the razzle-dazzle. Lake Taylor would get the ball back with quarterback Donovan Powell, coughs it up. Churchland recovers, and then on the next play for Churchland, well, they've got no choice. They've got to go for broke, the deep pass. But Mike Tyson is waiting for it. He plays for the Titans, though. The interception for Tyson, who could be the best player in the district, so Lake Taylor back in business. Brandon Moore, the sophomore, cuts outside, gets the first down. Finally, he's dragged out of bounds. That set up a short more touchdown as Lake Taylor gets the impressive win over Churchland tonight, 47-0. Excellent defense by Lake Taylor, and the Titans close out the regular season next week against Norcom. Always a big game. And speaking of Norcom, the Greyhounds at home against Maury. Norcom wearing their maroon. That's the quarterback, Taquan Saunders. The perfect pass to Isaac White for the Greyhounds. First down, that Saunders hands it off to his go-to guy, Javelle Atkins, who finds a hole, makes some moves on his way to a tough first down. And you want to see tough. Watch Saunders back to pass. He gets a taste of the pass rush, but somehow throws a perfect strike to the corner of the end zone. Joe Powell with the nice catch, 7-0 Norcom. That Saunders to Powell combo is so nice, they connect twice. Another perfect pass, 14-0 Greyhounds. Another stout performance by the Norcom defense as the Greyhounds get the win over Maury tonight. And again, next week, it's Norcom against Lake Taylor in the Eastern District Game of the Year. Other finals from the Eastern District. Granby shuts out Booker T. Washington, and it was Norview by 40 over Wilson. Back to the Southeastern District. Hickory at home hosting Nansemond River. Now, these are two teams still alive for a playoff berth. Nansemond River and White. Great defense early on by Hickory. Watches Zach Neese is going to shoot the gap on this play. And look, he makes the sack for the loss. A nice play by a scrappy Zach Neese. But Nansemond River would break through a few plays later. The pitch to Lamont Brown. He's going to squeak inside the orange cone for the touchdown. It was Hickory that would come out on top tonight, 34-25. Southeastern District Finals. Lakeland continues to roll. The Cavaliers 28-14 over Indian River, and Kings Fork big over Deep Creek tonight. I'll be right back. A lot of action around the area tonight. Grafton 20-13 winners over Jamestown, while it was New Kent over Smithfield. Poquoson edges Bruton 20-9. It was War Hill with the win over Cab in a battle of unbeaten teams. York outduels Lafayette 36-35. York now in sole possession of first place in the Bay Rivers District. Norfolk Christian shut out Greenbrier Christian. Sussex Central over Franklin. Surrey County gets past Charles City. In Carolina, Currituck gets the shutout win over First Flight. Manteo over Camden. We've got two big college football games right here in Hampton Roads tomorrow. James Madison against Old Dominion at noon, and at 2, it's homecoming at Norfolk State. Don, what's the weather forecast for tomorrow?
Well, we'll go right into things, show you what's going on. We've got a board showing you what's going on for those games. Here's the first one. College football for tomorrow. It's ODU versus JMU at noon. A few showers. It's going to be rather windy, and temperatures dropping throughout the game. And for Norfolk State, always a big game, a big event. Isolated showers. That means fewer showers. A little bit cooler and a little bit windier there, too.
All right, not so bad. We leave you tonight with the final play of the Major League Baseball season. The St. Louis Cardinals win the World Series, taking Game 7 tonight from the Texas Rangers 6-2. An amazing run by the Birds. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Back is Craig.